Do you think it's complicated music? Can you explain that?
It just has a lot of detail in it for some people. Too many sounds, too many layers of sound, too much intricate detail. It just confuses some people, but not me.
It doesn't?
No. Well, I'm making it, so it shouldn't do, really.
So how did you manage to get signed then? I mean, and it doesn't sound so
Just, I don't know, demos, I suppose.
Can you tell me about that? How did that happen? What did you do?
My manager would have just sent demos and had meetings. I have nothing to do with it. He got me the deal. So
that's great. Well, of course, we'd like you to have like this story about how much you really like this label and wanted to be on it, but that's not really the case.
Well, it's, you know, a label's a label. They're there as a tool to release your music. You know, especially on a big label like sort of Columbia, because Higher Ground's part of Columbia. That's a massive label, so they're just a machine to put music to people.
I don't know if I agree with you on that one, because a lot of labels have a very strong identity. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I think actually more underground labels have strong identities. When major labels have so many acts signed to them, they kind of lose a niche identity because they have loads of different styles of music and stuff. But yeah, I agree with you, underground labels have an identity, yeah, but that's different, completely different to a major record label.
And it doesn't really like matter to you, like what kind of...
As long as I can make the music and be happy, I don't care what happens.
And are they good for you? Are you happy being signed to them?
Yeah. I mean, I think I wouldn't be bothered signing to anyone. You know, it doesn't matter who I'm signed to. Like I say, I'm just enjoying myself making the music, so...
How big can it get to you, you think? How big will it grow?
What?
Your stuff.
It depends on the general public, I suppose. I mean, if they sort of open their minds a little and stop following everyone like sheep and start thinking for themselves, then maybe it will do well. I don't know. It's not for me to say.
You think there's too much of that going on?
I don't know. I just think in this day and age, people have lost the ability to make decisions for themselves, and they're told that something's good and they have to like it, so they like it. You know, they don't use their own mind enough. But, you know, there's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, so to what extent is breakbeat different in that respect, you think?
Well, stuff I make isn't just breakbeat. I make all sorts of stuff. But if you're talking about the music I make, like I say, it's just different in the way that it's a bit more complicated, it's a bit more emotive. It makes you think harder, it makes your brain work harder. And for some people, I suppose at the moment, that's not what they want out of music. They want something that they can listen to and they don't have to think about, you know. It's just music for them to dance to after they've had a hard day at work. But I don't know, I like to think I'm making music that makes people's minds tick over a bit more, whether they like it or not.
Do you know any of the other artists that are signed to your label?
Yeah. I get on well with the Pressure Drop, really nice guys, and the Left Field guys as well. And I think the only other artists are Attica Blues, DJ Rap, and Groove Rider, who I don't really know any of them, so...
Yeah, well, you're in good company, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
You ever go check them out when you go check other people
out? Well, I just went to go and see Pressure Drop play now. And the Left Field sound systems, I don't know, that's so loud that I have to take my earplugs out when you go and see them. But yeah, they're good too.
Do you make music, like when you produce music, do you think of the dance floor at all, or do you just...
When I'm making breakbeat stuff, yeah. Otherwise, I just do anything, yeah.
So is that important still, you think?
What, doing stuff for the dance floor?
Or getting people to dance, or...
Yeah, well, I don't know, like I say, I just do it for myself, really. I make stuff that I think I'd like to hear if I was out in a club. It's as simple as that.
So what do you, apart from your own stuff, like to hear when you're out in a club?
Drum and bass is really good out in a club. Just anything with sort of big breakbeat in it is good.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.